This is the new Audi A6. You can trace this car's parentage all the way back to the 1960s, over 50 years ago to the first Audi 100. That car resurrected the Audi brand by being the standard seating executive car at the time. This is the 8th generation car. It wants to set the standard again with heaps of new tech inside and out. This new A6 is classic Audi. Elegant, pretty, and stuffed full of funky gadgets. There's a huge range of assistance options for comfort and safety, and both launch models have Audi's famous Quattro all-wheel drive system. Once you're inside, and just quietly, this is another cracker of an interior from Audi, the first thing you notice are all of the screens. The first screen you'll notice is this one. It's the 12.3-inch virtual cockpit. Audi's had that for a while, and they were the first ones to get it right. It's fast and it's customizable, so you can have big dials, little dials, you can have the map, you can have your music, whatever you want. There are also the two central screens stacked on top of one another. The top one is 10.1 and the bottom is 8.6 inches. Now there's a really cool thing about these screens. They've got haptic feedback. So with most touch screens, when you touch them, you don't know if you've actually hit the target or not. In the Audi A6, you've got feedback. So you hear a click and you feel a click when you've touched a button. Another thing you'll notice is just how many things in this car you can customize. You can change the virtual cockpit, you can change the screens, you can change the ambient lighting. And just like your smartphone, you can use the panel to move the icons around so you can have your stuff exactly where you want it. Up to 6 of your friends and you can set their own settings in this car. So sharing a car like this is hard, but at least when you get in, it feels like yours and yours alone. Another cool thing is the voice command system. Watch this. It's freezing in here.
What temperature would you like to set?
23 degrees.
I'll increase the temperature to 23 degrees.
And turn on the seat heaters, please.
I'll activate the seat heating.
The A6 has a huge number of driver assistance systems. The car is ringed with sensors to keep an eye on everything and everyone around you to help keep you safe. There are heaps of ways that these sensors help you out. Looking down the road, the A6 keeps an eye out for trouble, and if something goes wrong, it will hit the brakes for you and help you steer around it. If someone's going to hit you from behind, the car actually braces for impact, helping to keep you safe. But it's not all about safety. It's also about making life a little bit easier. If you're stuck in one of those horrific traffic jams, the Audi A6 will help drive itself. It'll stop, it'll start, and it will help keep you in the lane. No matter where you sit in the A6, you are beautifully looked after. This leather is fantastic. It's Valcona leather, it feels really nice, and it is beautifully applied. Here in the back, you've got your own climate control, 2 USB ports, and more of those excellent Bang & Olufsen speakers. The quality is also great. You've got things that look like metal because they are metal. You've got wood that looks like wood, and it is wood. It's very nice. It just feels really classy. And how's this for a piece of attention to detail? Illuminated seatbelt buckles. Let there be light. I love cool lighting. And Audi has been doing amazing lighting for decades. From LED headlights to laser lights at Le Mans, the company has put an enormous amount of effort into lighting the road ahead. These are the optional high-definition matrix LED headlights. Packed into this little space here are 32 separate LEDs. And with high beam assist, you can leave your high beams on all the time because each of those beams can be switched off one by one to stop you from dazzling oncoming drivers or dazzling yourself with reflective road signs. Another thing Audi is famous for are these razor sharp details. This feels like it might even take a layer of skin off. And they've got them at both the front and the rear to remind you that these are Quattro cars. I also love the swoop of the roofline. It's something the A6 has had for a while. I think that's really cool. And it's got these massive 21-inch wheels, and they're the only car in the class to have them. How cool is this rear end? I love these 3D tail lights, and I love the lighting in them, the way they cover up the brake and the bodywork. That looks really cool. And this chrome strip that runs all the way across the back of the car, when you're behind the car, it looks wider and it looks a bit more muscular. By the end of the year, you'll be able to choose from 2 A6s. You'll be able to get this one, the 55 TFSI, which has a 3-litre turbo V6, good for 250 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque. After that, you'll be able to get the 4-cylinder 45 TFSI, which has 180 kilowatts and 370 newton meters of torque. Audi says that the new A6 is the perfect blend of luxury and form. I reckon they're pretty close. In this new A6, nothing has been forgotten.
Your mobile phone is still in the vehicle.